I've mentioned it already once this year, but it's the holiday season. Brick and mortars are trying to survive by having their Christmas shit up 15 minutes after they tore down the Halloween displays. American Thanksgiving is coming up. The day after that, people will trample each other for $20 off a new laptop they don't really need. And we are literally less than a month and a half away from annual gift exchange day. And with the holidays comes various parties. And if you're a complete piece of shit, chances are you're going to get hammered at the staff Christmas party this year, fondle a secretary, and then drive home drunk. And when you get caught, you'll want to remember this commercial.
It's a call you never want to make.
Hello?
I've been arrested for impaired driving. Can you come pick me up?
One drinking and driving charge can change your life forever. Fight it. For a free consultation, call 1-888-X-COPPER or online, xcopper.com.
No, I didn't rip that from a radio station in Grand Theft Auto 5. That's a real fucking commercial playing on a real fucking radio station. Many stations, actually. I could do an entire rant about how those radio stations are a bunch of scumbags for taking money to air these commercials, but I'm gonna have to save that one for later. X-Copper is based in Ontario and provides legal services for people who have been charged with various crimes, from speeding to theft, and yes, drunk driving. These real-life Saul Goodmans will help you keep your alky ass out of the slammer. Here's a little something from their website. Having one too many alcoholic drinks in your system, and then getting behind the wheel of a vehicle can have devastating consequences on you. You could lose your job, be denied entry into certain countries, become labeled a high-risk driver, which increases your premiums sky high, assuming they do not cancel your policy. Who fucking cares if shitheads like this lose their jobs? Keep in mind, it's not because their employer will just fire them. That's not how this works. It'll be because they lose their license and won't be able to drive to work anymore. Or if they have a job that requires them to drive, they'll be fucked. And they should be labeled a high-risk driver and not be able to get insured. They're drunken fucks who decided to operate a motor vehicle when it's very much against not only the law, but common sense to do so while intoxicated. But wait, it gets better. If you hit someone while under the influence, you are open to many more serious charges, and could be responsible for the loss of another person's life. The worst part of this is the knowledge that you now have a permanent criminal record. That's right. The worst part isn't that you fucking murdered a person, it's that you could end up with a permanent criminal record. This is a fucking joke, it has to be. How can this be legitimate? You could be responsible for the loss of another person's life? You are! If you are drunk and drive a car and that results in you killing a human being, you are responsible for killing a human being. Lucky for you, though, the White Knights at X-Copper are here to help. Fuck. I wouldn't be surprised if this is their next commercial. It's a call you never want to make. Hello? I've been arrested for raping a teenage girl. Could you come bail me out? Something as trivial as being charged with raping a minor can change your life forever. Fight it. X-Copper can help. Visit us online at xcopper.com. So this is the part where someone says, Buckley, everyone deserves the right to a fair trial. Fuck that. Drunk drivers are shit. And don't give me that cops rigged the test bullshit or the test can be wrong. This excuse never comes from a productive member of society. It's always the fuckfaces you'd expect that aren't capable of taking responsibility for their own actions. Never has someone been completely sober, taken a breathalyzer test, and blown over the legal limit. The chances of it happening are like 1 in a fucking trillion. You'd win the lottery 6 times and get struck by lightning twice before that happens to you. These people were pulled over because they were swerving or they got stopped during a holiday spot check. They think they only had a couple, but a couple to them is really 4 or 5 or 10. They think they're fine, but they're not, and they blow over the limit. The punishment should be that the cops just take your vehicle and your license, then drive you out into the forest, force a 40 of vodka down your throat, and then leave you there. If you don't die of alcohol poisoning or break your own neck stumbling through the woods or get eaten by something before you sober up and make your way home, you win. You don't get your car or your license back, but you get to live. And if you kill someone while driving under the influence, a family member of the victim gets to run you over with your own fucking car. That is fair. What's not fair is some fucking team of legal assholes finding loopholes to keep these pieces of shit out of jail. That's justice gone completely wrong. I sincerely hope that someday, a family member of someone who works for ex-copper is killed by a drunk driver, and some other slimy fucking lawyer defends the killer and gets them off, so they can say, holy shit, that's what we do? We are fucking assholes. Happy holidays, you bottom-feeding fucks.